Good evening, John. The instructor is waiting for you. Just go straight on through those doors behind me. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing the action button. Make sure you are facing the door when you press the action button. Simply stand in front of the door and press action to open.
How you doing, John? Let's start with some target practice. Join me on the other side of that door. Okay, first you'll need a gun. I've placed a 9mm pistol in this bin. You can open the bin by actioning on it. Pick up the gun inside by moving near it. Try it now. Make sure you can look around using the C-stick. You have 10 bullets in this gun. The more accurate you're shooting, the higher the score you'll get. Give it a go. What's the matter, John? That's not up to your usual standard. Okay, let's move on. Let's try out a submachine gun. Same rules apply. The gun is in the bin. Take it now. This weapon is less accurate, unless you use the manual target, but it has a much greater rate of fire. Good shooting, John. Okay, let's move on. Okay, in this bin is an assault rifle. With this weapon, you can zoom in on your target by squeezing the manual target button. Try it out. Notice that this weapon requires a different caliber of ammunition than the two previous weapons. Same rules apply. Whenever you're ready, John. Ooh, unlucky. That was almost a perfect score. Okay, let's move on. In this bin, we have the sniper rifle. This allows you to zoom in extremely close on your target, so I'll be expecting a perfect score. That's a perfect score, John. Well done. Okay, let's move on. You are now carrying all 4 weapons in your inventory. You can change weapons by using the control pad. Pressing up and down on the control pad will quickly cycle through the weapons you're carrying. Pressing left and right on the control pad will bring up an inventory screen, allowing you to see what items you're carrying. From here, you can select what you want by scrolling up and down and then pressing action. Notice that you have 2 inventory screens. One is for weapons and the other is for items. The control pad will toggle between the 2. Try this now. Good. In the next room, we have a shooting gallery. Boards will pop up with either criminals or civilians on them. You'll score 1 point for every bad guy you shoot, but you'll lose 1 point for every civilian you hit. The test is over when you reach a score of 10. In the bin in front of me, you can collect some new ammo. If you run out of ammo, come back here and we'll reset the course. Whenever you're ready, John. Okay, the test will begin when you step... Excellent shooting, John. Okay, let's move on. Okay, John, if you could put all your weapons into this bin by pressing action on them. Thanks. Okay, next up is the obstacle course. Let's see how agile you are. Climb this ladder by walking into it. At the top, you want to make your way across this beam. Some people find it easier by crawling along their belly. To go prone, double tap the crouch button. Well done. Okay, there's a crash mat down there. If you run off the edge of this platform, you will automatically jump. This will help you reach the mat, which will cushion your fall. You can jump whenever you want to by pressing the jump button. Climb these steps by walking into them and jumping. Well done. It's sometimes easier to use the auto jump. If you run off the edge of good, and again. Okay, get across this gap by using the moving platform. Good, now run down these steps. You will have to crouch to get under this barrier. Okay, now jump. This gap is too small to crouch under, but you can get under it by going, okay, John, you beat the obstacle. John, let's try you out against some human opposition. In the next room, there are 5 instructors who have taken cover. In this training section, you've got to make it to the exit without getting shot. If you get shot, return back to the beginning and we'll reset the course. However, if you shoot any of the instructors, they will be eliminated from the course. Because we're dealing with real people here, John, we'll be using paintballs. You'll find a gun and some ammo in this bin. The course begins once you walk through these doors. You got hit, John. You're dead. Go back to the start and we'll try again. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let's try it again. Congratulations, John. That's all of them. Whenever you're ready, John. Sometimes you'll encounter insurmountable odds in the line of duty. But being one of the good guys, you can even out these odds by using what I like to call hero time. This will give you faster reflexes than your opponents for a set period of time. Normally you would earn hero points by doing good deeds, but for the purpose of this test, you'll be given some at the start. When you enter the next room, a group of instructors will attack you. Simply shoot all of them before they shoot you. To trigger hero time, press your hero mode button. You'll stay in this mode until you run out of hero time. You can get some more paintballs from this bin. When you're ready, just step through the door. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent, you took them all out. Let's test your throwing arm. In this bin, you'll find 10 smoke grenades, and in the next room, you'll find 5 bins. You'll need to throw a grenade into each of those bins. When throwing a grenade, pressing the fire button will pull the pin out of the grenade. Releasing the fire button will throw the grenade. The longer you wait between pulling out the pin and releasing the grenade, the farther you will throw it. Okay, let's try it. Okay, let's go back and get some more grenades. Well done. You've passed the test. Okay, let's move on. Okay, John. Running in guns blazing isn't always the best way. Sometimes the subtle approach works better. The next exercise is to see how quiet you can be. There are two ways for you to move: action or stealthily. Pressing your stealth button will toggle between the two modes. Try this now. Good. And again. Good. Now when you're in stealth mode, you'll make less noise and are less likely to be seen. Unfortunately, you'll have to move slower to be quiet. If you punch or shoot in stealth mode, you will automatically change to an action mode and your cover will be blown. In the next room, there are various instructors and cameras, patrolling and keeping watch. You must get from here to the exit door without being spotted. If you're spotted, return to the start and we'll try again. Enter the room when you're ready.
I see you, McLean.
You've been spotted. Whenever you're ready, John.
I see you, McLean.
You've been spotted. Whenever you're ready, John.
I see you, McLean.
You've been spotted, John. Come back to the start. Remember, sometimes it's best to observe. If a man is patrolling, watch whenever you're ready, John. You can avoid the camera above by staying behind it. If you had a silenced pistol, you could also shoot it out. It's important to always scout out the area before making a move. Duck behind the boxes and sidestep to look around without being spotted. Watch out, McLean. You've been spotted, John. Come back to the start. Okay, John. Back to the beginning and we'll try again. Whenever you're ready, John. You can avoid the camera above by staying behind it. If you had a silenced pistol, you could also shoot it out. It's important to always scout out the area before making a move. Duck behind the boxes and sidestep to look around without being spotted. Watch out, McLean. Laser trip beams ahead. If you touch one, you will trip the alarm. Good. Okay, let's move on. Being a police officer, John, it's always better to capture someone alive if the opportunity arises. In the next room, we've set up a hostage scenario. There are a number of instructors in the next room guarding a couple of hostages. If any of the instructors spot you, they will shoot the hostages and you will fail the test. However, if you're stealthy, it's possible to approach the instructors without being spotted. Then, if they're not aware of you, and you're close enough, it's possible to grab an instructor by pressing your grab button. This puts you in a good bargaining position to ensure the safe release of the hostages. Here's a useful tip. Not all the members of a gang carry the same importance. Always try to grab the leader. His men will look to him for guidance. Grabbing the leader will cause his men to stand down, but it's not over yet. They're still a threat until you cuff them. To cuff these men, pick up their weapons by moving near them. Don't let go of the leader until you've secured the rest of his gang. That just leaves the leader. Normally, pressing the fire button would break his neck, but seeing as this is training, we're not going to let you do that. To cuff a grabbed person, press your action button. Excellent. You secured the release of the hostages without any casualties or putting yourself in danger. Let's move on. The last part of your training requires you to disarm 3 bombs. In the bin in front of me is a circuit breaking device. Take this now. Okay, now select this device from your inventory. Remember, this isn't a weapon, so it will appear in your items inventory. Select this now. In the final room, there are 3 suitcase bombs. As you approach them, you will be shown the code to disarm them. Enter this code into your circuit breaker by pressing the buttons. One final thing. Once you enter the first code, you will trigger a timer. You must enter the entire sequence before the timer reaches 0. Otherwise, boom. Congratulations, John. That concludes your refresher training. Okay, John, if you could put all your weapons into this bin by pressing action on it. And hey, let's be careful out there.
Hello, John. You all done? You can run through it again by going through the door behind me. Otherwise, you are free to...